Hey guys, it's Mo from Mo Reads It, and today we're doing my most anticipated releases of 2022. Shooting Blind. So I don't really have that many anticipated releases for 2022 because I just started reading again in 2021, so I reread mostly and I comfort read mostly. You can check that out here, but I didn't really read anything new, that many new books, so I don't have anything I'm waiting for the next installment for, really. So these are books I just think I'm gonna like in 2022 that have new releases that I plan on reading the original segment for in 22 as well. So the one and only book that I'm waiting a next installment for is Chain of Thorns by Cassandra Clare. It is the last book in the Last Hour series and I need to know what happens desperately. So I read Chain of Gold, I read Chain of Iron. It is amazing. Such good books. You should totally read it. But that's really the only book I'm waiting for 2022. It's the third book of the Chain of Gold series. And it is the final book. And it will determine if Last Hours triumphs Infernal Devices. Because Infernal Devices, I think, is my favorite series. As well as Clockwork Princess is my favorite book. So I'm wondering if it will take over. Will the crown be tossed? Will the mantle be given? I don't know, but we shall see. I really hope so because I love Cordelia and James. I think they might be my favorite new Shadowhunters. I don't know. We shall see. My second book that I'm anticipating for 2022 is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. So I did get Beach Read by Emily Henry, and I plan on reading this in the summer, springtime. I am excited to read it. I think it's going to be a fun novel to read. I do like the fact that it seems like a summer book, like it's literally called Beach Read, so everyone was talking about it last summer, so I figured I'd read it this summer because, like always, I'm somewhat behind. But this is a contemporary romance, I believe. I think it's really funny because the main characters in this book, one is named Augustus and the other one is named January. So it's like August and January. And it seems like their personalities are like that too. Like Augustus is a literary fiction writer and January writes best-selling romances. And they are polar opposites in every way. She writes Happy Ever After and he kills off his entire cast. Wow. Let's hope that doesn't happen in this one. I'm looking forward to reading this. It seems like it's going to be an easy summer read. It's not that big. I got it in one of my used books hauls, so I was super excited because I got a good price on it. But this is my first read, so I have to read this one before I read that one. Book Lovers. My next anticipated read is Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lynn Tan. I just like the cover on this. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I think the cover is beautiful. I really want to read it because the cover is gorgeous. I think that's the only reason I even picked it up and saw it as an anticipated release. And I was like, I love the cover on that. I know I would read it just based off the cover. So that's how it made to this list. Number 3, House of Sky and Breath, Crescent City number 2 by Sarah J. Maas. So I literally bought Crescent City yesterday. So I have to read this one first before I read that one, but I'm excited to read it. It's about Bryce. She's half human. She's half fae. Someone gets murdered. She must unveil this mystery while falling in love with someone called Hunt. We shall see. It's a thickums. I'm excited to read it. I'm excited to dive into the world. I really hope her writing has improved from ACOTAR and Throne of Glass because I just have so many nitpicks with her writing. Like, I love her story weaving, but her writing, nah. I'm hoping it's improved. She has grown as an author. She has written more novels since ACOTAR, so I'm hoping this one is better written because her story weaving is so excellent that if her writing catches up to her story weaving, I can totally see her as competing for one of my favorite authors. I still like her books. I still buy them. They are shelf-worthy because the weaving is so good, but the writing needs improvement. Next we have This Woven Kingdom. I saw this as an exclusive book for, who was it? Bookish Box? Fairy Loot? Illumicrate? I don't remember. I get them all confused. But they had this one releasing and I was like, oh, stunning. It was so beautiful and I really want this book, so I was like, I need to actually read other books by this author. So I do have some books on hold at the library to read some of her previous work, But wow, I'm excited to read this book based off the cover. I know you're not supposed to judge a book based off its cover, but I definitely do. I honestly thought the City of Bones and Glass World was actually a book about aliens. Aliens coming to Earth and conquering it based off the cover. And I think that's one of the reasons I picked it up back then, because I was having like this whole alien conquering Earth trope obsession. I don't know why. But it's not about aliens. It's about Shadowhunters. The new covers for the Shadowhunter series, the Mortal Instruments, are actually far better, because this actually screams more Shadow Demon Hunter than the first one. The other one just seemed like aliens were going to come conquer the world. These are new covers, just got them. I just did a book haul of these. Next anticipated release is Bloodmarked. This is book 2 of Legendborn. Everyone told me I need to read Legendborn. I haven't read it yet. There's like a long hold at the library, so probably just gonna have to buy it and just read it, or just put myself on that list and wait for this long hold to pass. I'm really getting sick of waiting for books at the library, honestly, so if I have to put another book on hold, I think I'm gonna be angry. So first I must read Legendborn first. Everyone told me Legendborn's amazing, and then a lot of people told me it did not live up to the hype, so we're gonna see, because I need to read Legendborn before I read Bloodmarked. I really hope it does live up to the hype and it's not like, I don't know, what's it called? Overhyped, like, I don't know. We can only hope. My next anticipated release is Belladonna. Belladonna is like a poisonous plant, so I'm kind of excited to read this book. It is book 1 in the series, but it reminded me of another book cover I saw that also had a woman's half face and flowers just like this. If I find the cover to that photo, I'll put it up here. But because that one reminded me so much of the other one, I wanted to read this one because it looks so similar and the cover is enticing. I have no idea what it's about, but I still want to read it. It is a fantasy romance, so I'm down for it. I've never heard about it before, but I want to read it. We're going to see. We're going to try it out as an anticipated release. I do like the cover. It's different. I honestly thought this was going to be like a contemporary book, but it's actually fantasy. So the cover is very surprising for me. I hope I really like it and enjoy it, but we shall see. The next book is Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I recently just got my first Colleen Hoover book ever. Book Talk is raving about Colleen Hoover. Like, everyone's like flipping out over her. People are throwing chairs. Like, I don't know. So I had to get in on the hype and figure out what's going on with Colleen Hoover's books that have people going mad and losing their sanity and questioning lives. So I got one. I got Ugly Love. I have no idea what it's really about. I think it's a contemporary romance. I don't care about contemporary, honestly, but I do like romance, so we shall see. I hope I like these books. Everyone tells me they leave them reeling. That, like, once you read one of her books, you're going to be in, like, a book hangover. And I'm like, I want to be in a book hangover. So I'm going to try a Colleen Hoover book. I'm excited for it. We shall see. That's why I'm anticipating Reminders of Him, because everyone's talking about Colleen Hoover, and I feel like even people who don't like romantic, contemporary romance like her books, so I feel like she might break into my world and make me a contemporary romance lover. It seems like she's probably the best at it too, since everybody and their baby mama is talking about her. And that is all, folks. Those are all of my anticipated releases for 2022. I hope these books go good. I hope I enjoy them. I hope that they live up to the hype, some of them. I hope the covers did not lie to me. I hope the covers did not lie to me. Let me know, what is on your most anticipated books for 2022? I want to know, because I'm recently just getting back into reading, so we shall see what I end up loving for 2022. I'm also trying to explore more genres. I want to get into manga, and I've been watching anime, so I feel like I'm gonna really love all the new dramas in the world that I'm getting into. But for now, I really want to catch up on my fantasy romance and my paranormal romance and my paranormal and my fantasy, because that's where my heart really is. I'm a fantasy reader. I am a series gal, so I'm going to read a lot of series. But I am hoping to find more standalone books for the times when I just don't feel like I have the energy to read a series. That way I always have something to back it up. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Be sure to subscribe. Remember, I'm here every Friday. Love y'all. Bye.